very warm welcome to everybody. Welcome to the Trade of the Week segment. In the Trade of the Week segment, our objective is to educate you on the effectiveness of the demand and supply strategy by showing you some of the actual trades that we plan in our XLT session. So the first trade that we are looking at today is Jindal Steel. Some very important things to learn in this, because it was in this trade that we used the moving average confluence along with demand and supply to enhance the odds of this trade. Okay, but before we get into how the trade played out and how did the moving average confluence help us, before we get into the understanding of that, let us first get into the thought process of planning Jindal Steel on 6th of March 2024. So let's straight away get into the 6th of March session and understand the rationale behind planning the Jindal Steel trade. So Jindal Steel weekly time frame, location is in equilibrium with no supply zone. Daily trend, I think everybody would agree that there is no question that the daily trend is up. And in line with that, if I go to 75 minutes time frame charts, you do have a nice looking rally base rally wherein we want to participate. Can everybody see it? So मैंने proximal line के ₹1 ऊपर एंट्री रखा है. So 801 को मैंने 802.30 approx entry. Stop as given in the splash screen and target 3:1, 2:1 as per our regular process. So that's the Jindal Steel trade setup. Now that you have understood why the trade was planned, let us get into the details of how the trade played out and why did the trade play out the way it did. So basically, you heard me explaining this rally based rally that was identified during the market itself. Okay, you saw the stock coming inside the zone. Now, this is where our entry was plotted. You saw me plotting the entry. My stop loss was below the distal line and my target was kept at 2:1. Okay, the stock nicely came into the zone. You can see the overall trend was up, and because the curve was in our favor, that is the higher time frame was in our favor, trend was in our favor, stock came into the demand and nicely gave the intended target. For those of you who are more comfortable with Hindi, let me quickly repeat in Hindi. So ये ट्रेड जो जिंदाल स्टील में हमने जो प्लान किया था वो ट्रेंड के साथ प्लान किया था, रैली बेस रैली पर प्लान किया था. कर्व मतलब हायर टाइम फ्रेम हमारे फेवर में था और लोअर टाइम फ्रेम का तो जोन था वो काफी एक्सप्लोसिव था. ट्रेंडिंग मार्केट में रैली बेस रैली के लेवल ज्यादा चलते हैं और क्योंकि इतने सारे ऑड्स हमारे फेवर में थे, हमने ये देखा कि जिंदाल स्टील में एंट्री देते ही ओके एक अच्छा मूव आया. नाउ अपार्ट फ्रॉम द फैक्ट दैट ये काफी एक्सप्लोसिव रैली बेस रैली था, बहुत ही अच्छा स्ट्रॉन्ग मूव था. एक चीज हमारे फेवर में यहां पर प्ले आउट करी जो हम लोग काफी देखते रहते हैं, एंड दैट इज द कॉन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ मूविंग एवरेज. सो यहां पर दो मूविंग एवरेज में लगा रहा हूं, एक है एक्सपोनेंशियल 20 और एक है एक्सपोनेंशियल 50. इनकी वजह से ये ट्रेड में जो कन्विक्शन लेवल है वो और थोड़ी बढ़ गई. सो अप ट्रेंडिंग जो मार्केट होता है, अप ट्रेंडिंग जो स्टॉक होता है, उसमें 50 मूविंग एवरेज और 20 मूविंग एवरेज का जो बैंड है वो काफी अच्छा सपोर्ट प्ले आउट करता है. तो यहां पर आपने देखा कि मार्केट ने एक इंपल्स मूव यहां पर किया, फिर एक नीचे आया और रैली बेस रैली के साथ साथ मूविंग एवरेज पर भी सपोर्ट लिया. So in other words, there was a confluence of moving average along with the rally base rally together, because of which we expected that the odds of this trade working would be very, very high. And the stock nicely gave 2:1. We exited at 2:1. It eventually ended up giving 3:1 before again falling down. So this was a perfect example of how did moving average confluence work in tandem with demand and supply. I hope you like this update. For more such updates, keep following the Sher Khan Education channel and Trade of the Week segment. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.
This should not be treated as a recommendation. Please conduct your own analysis or consult a financial advisor before investing.